Afisa say na yada so tenkwan mu na ahoden da so ewo ho.
Amen.
Right. Doc, where the wadama ma yen go straight away na yen hwe mampani ayi ministers na sabe ka say yetoto oma no ewo parliament ne ahwe say dwumadi a yede hye omo nsa no ombetimi adini ya maminti o general overview especially with the ministers no any how far omo akọ and I say how they have fared according to you in terms of omo vetting no maminti wadaroma
Me say me gidi is enyoma akoyi pa me follow enyoma ayekos no akoyi pa ni amehunu ni say personal questions no I feel no ewo form say ya na questions kofa nipa no ankasa na brabo ho ne ade no and then the tone of omo ebisa question nso no empu say fa ho a omo efa kwan bi so ma attention na bi anke be ba question ho no ekofom eti migidi ye say eye me say nipa dodo no anso a akobet no so far no ha omo free parliament ho a enunti ema omo ye familiar with the system and they are familiar with MPs no ebisa omo questions no eti enu nyina ka ho bi na ama no ayesa no me empire me born say omo betumi ahye omo adwuma ase ntentem because se wo hwe enwoma president to dwa say oba within 100 days or 90 days or yana 120 days no se ministers no anko omo positions ntem a ebi wo ho a na ye burden because ebi wo ho a ehia say agencies bi ebeboa masa adwuma no aba so and you need the ministers in place so that they are fully functional boss any CEOs ni ade ni betumi aboa masa nyoma na president ehwe ni mu so obeye in the first 3 months or so no obetumi aye I think baby ba na minim emse Felix Kwachi Fusu Kwachi onyankoi but the ministry no na me wo a little bit of issues with it and the baby a free ban information ministry no
okay
who say ekobai beginning say information ministry no any hobby so it will be run from the presidency it is compared to Nanado's government and to say the role na Eugene Ahin o play no na all sign acted as a minister for information
okay
the mama war a little bit of issues with it no say every ministry be our agencies under them. Now all the agencies under the information ministry are adwuma omoye no ebi o ha a new kwan say directly say benya presidency directly involved and now adwuma omoye no. Let me give you 2 or 3 examples. Information ministries agencies show omo ase no ba ko Ghana Broadcasting Corporation GBC. And so a woman say GBC outlet for government, but it's not an outlet for party. They are supposed to communicate for the government. And senior Omo City and into Media Commission, any info Omo board in the representatives ni baby Omo free banwa. Na a woman say Omo representative bind there, but yet Omo free ademu kakra. It is for a minister responsible for such an institution in baby or operating from no. Seems a bit problematic. Be a minimum number adjustment. Another one is Ghana Publishing. Ghana Publishing is also under the Information Ministry. Ghana Publishing and a gazette baby ayatua bakra o meimu. Ghana Publishing and a gazette elections resource. Resource by Ghana Publishing a gazette. And same bisa no Ghana Publishing print ballot boxes and ballot papers ebi. It's a woman say in say nipa ta ko hono they will have political leaning no but for a ministry that is being run from the presidency to control such an institution also problematic because there are a lot of things that may happen. Impo in say na cars bi o ha say a friend washing cars near there. Nina umbetumi aton kra as a Ghana Publishing a gazette answer and that role of gazetting government business is a Ghana Publishing idin ba ko dia canon idin no assembly press and I'm say almost na hwe constitution ye ni nyina wi a omo na a publisher bibia e fa o man hu na ebi wo ho a nyoma bi wo ho omo publisher enye too political I say, for example, if you are gazetting for electoral commission, it should not have that direct control from the presidency. And we had the actor a control a bit apolitical. We share Ghana News Agency and some of the agencies under the information ministry. I don't know how it will work out.
Okay.
But I think that supervisory ministry, if we direct from the presidency, may, I'm saying may, especially with their independence and the way they operate.
All right.
Aside from that, ministers are almost by almost personality, almost profile. We can only wait and see what will happen. But at the moment, on the face of it, I think all is good. You share almost nim DNA, the way they answered their question, they were always careful. Because of what happened in the last campaigning, amount for how can you be an our voice now you playing it back to you.
Yeah.
So politicians are now careful talking. And I think that both the majority and the minority, initially, there was a bit of tussle between the leadership of the committee itself. But I think it's been good. So, beside me, generally, my impression, this is how I've seen it.
Right. Now, you're narrowing it down, Ashanti region. And the Ashanti regional minister designate, Dr. Frank Amwakohene. Yanshare ono swe. Baby are free. Ni age anyhow or composing ho questions so ye na your expectation from him say omutimi swen and I say to me personally swen ina what will be your expectation by from parliament how composing ho ni pusha honum na ho so de call ye and say do yi nsema no na fe ni age in relation to a big region like the Ashanti region.
Oh, Mijiri is based on Kakra, me share and run it. He's a smart guy, and he's on your just a smart guy. Who say or your balance? Obibia Kakra. On your bia and I'm say bia ni he's a balanced person.
Okay.
And me share senior will see answer the questions ne on one only sunwa. I started monitoring him closely from time I dino. And I think say the first case that happened in Obuase and how he managed the situation.
Okay.
At least every minister from the angles that time you can see say or you'll be but and I'm say if you look at his profile, what did the positions student leadership on your be our say or a novice and answer on shed and you'll be unim or unim dear or ye dini penny home. And so he's I think that we are going to have one of the best say Okipuni composer ye. And I think the region should also give him some time. Maybe GDA pass, sometimes I stay off from radio for a while.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe you'll be a GDA pass, no matter who's in government. And I will say, because I'll say a little bit of space. Among some, the politicians will always talk, but when they are in government, you give them a little bit of space. Now, I heard your money see kono. Now, who said they see kono and the commentaries, the hardcore commentaries can then begin. A woman say almost I say no answer. Omu be now one tier only be a cobonea. I hear na said ye, but what's that ye share no so ye said beya. Expectation is too high. Sometimes the burden on them becomes too much to handle.
Okay.
But Michelle Nisu and Nathan, you see or Trezor Santini or Trezor Nim Nasantesem. There are few questions. Ebiana went to me in Yanu ye, but Osher you see can in some no say Oyansani.
That's right.
And he was very frank. Nia own to me Yanu ye, no person who see can or my own say. I had a meaning the only so and your and you depending your menina.
That's right.
And so for me, I think he was very good. He did well. He did very well yesterday.
All right. And your expectations are from him. In our regime had there. I'm okay car projects need be all right there. But also from your perspective, what do you expect from him?
In fact, I'm expecting so much from him. And until I'm expecting so much from him, no any age and so baby free back.
Okay.
It means they say no a home and I'm for around you. Say no now no for boom. So the close people around him, any issues are a ban and you know the elections about see one of the issues have to do with the youth. So I'm looking at how he will handle the youth in the region and how he can bring them on board. You know, sorry, there are a lot of things happening. He may not necessarily be on command panel directly, but indirectly, and you may be obey bit me a juman swap a room. Let me give you a typical example. I always ask myself, say, to me, BP and Kahua. You know, in Accra, they do some concert. You know, maybe I die nature when you post, I die something for the youth. Even for some performances to happen there. And also, this is Kroma man for being a BBI. I think that I was look at certain avenues. Kumasi is a traditional town. Make a traditional. And so he has to leverage on those things. Now, nkophobia, nipekobia, yes, and the moment you have the crowd to follow you, and then you can then open up the economy. I said the economy in Ashanti region is skilled kakra, baby. I said trade, and I be another big economy, maybe the funeral economy, and also the cycle only a big kakra. But you can look around it and get things for the youth to do. Also, they will be very much involved in the traditional things. I know so more muska. May expect those things from him. Me say on training whom free the distance between him and the people shouldn't be that far. And then as for the construction of certain vital facilities, Kumase, and on the immediate pass, also Oshese, Sanyo Money on the Central Market, Krofro Market, Osha Hospital, Air Coso, maternity ward, no. And then even the KNUST teaching hospital, baby Edruno, to make sure say a bed down hospital, say the hospital dying. The more bed down hospital, you need the facility to be equipped. Sanyo man kitchen I say no low hanging fruits. Yeah, we are Nisa. He has to get them quickly done within the next 6-7 months. Now, if he was set it up, said a bear, a month for being because within 6 months, the Oman Hunyo maybe then it becomes problematic.
All right. There was this particular question Mubusan about social media. Say a name Mebruno Dudona, I was social media, no across a social media person. Mubusan how social media influence, whether positive or negative. Now, you hear the answer of the mind. I mean, from your angles, the answer of the mind looks as if people have taken a swipe at him, but I mean, and so the mind so better leverage on social media. Now, what share am I no at me and your joint? But I mean, also,
let me be very honest with you. Social media, it started as a platform and acquire baby I did a home como. But I think that move away from baby I did a home como to baby I make isika. And let me quickly say this: the biggest country in the world now, maybe a country that exists online. And many and the Etiapan say, now for 4 hours, unimono. Because for social media, to be a Facebooker, you may have 5,000 friends. But in reality, Oma Unimo Mokra, and if you are now more, if you are Nipa, if you are more pen, while we are now, if you are no more about 20 BP. And so you can leverage on that friendship also to get viewership and get money out of it.
Okay.
The GDS metenia no patch any idea. Social media no to me use ni na to me use no to me so ese nyoma. The GDS and nam say na yen memu ha no. Radio no a bit distant from us. Na yenya social media nti. Ade bia mi hunu say ye benyina twam ho. Who say gradually no sha say so bia ya no be any channel. And some of these social media platforms, if you can know listenership more than a traditional radio station, and will be making money. So I think that on one kasa ni nim die mu no, oba Ashanti region ha, who maybe platforms are man-40, and they may even listen to such people more than the traditional radio stations. It depends on how he wants to go about it. But let me quickly say this, that at this point in time, you cannot govern without taking into consideration social media.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you will be making a mistake.
Okay.
Because a lot of the things are even the traditional media these days pick their sources sometimes from social media.
Okay.
So you cannot govern without paying attention to social media. It's a bit me a how. So far as I'm concerned, that's wrong. If you don't embrace social media and guide it to favor you at this point in time, and when you are actually no. Say I sorry social media.
Sanity.
And one of the largest churches in Ghana is online. An online church. Will be joining online. They don't go there, but they're able to pray all over the night. And so you can govern. E-governance is a way to go now. And e-governance, you can use social media as part of e-governance. I think that it's just a matter of maybe understanding.
Okay.
E-governance is becoming an area. If you come to KNUST and you're reading public administration, there's a whole year on e-governance, and that is a way to go now. So I don't think he was that wrong. Maintain no verbatim. My ABC kakra. It's comments na my but I don't know how he answered it. But I don't think involving or using social media, especially in the form of e-governance as a platform for e-governance, will be wrong.
All right. Doc, yabedase ene anope ane unim die a ode my addition ene anope. Nyame nhyira.